Okay, so it's still the same day. We're in the same clothes. Still haven't take a shower yet today. I just been on this mission to get this car done. It's just something that's just been a pet peeve. I got dirt in my hair from being under this car. A pet peeve of mine that I haven't got it done yet. We have all the parts here. And I've always been like that. As soon as you get everything in to fix something, you'll just almost work day and night to get it done, right? So we have everything back together, everything from the bottom. We still got to put just a couple bolts in on the top, put the radiator hoses back on, that kind of thing. But we're ready to put oil in it and start it at this point. And I'll show you here what we've all done to it. And I'll show you what the hardest thing on the whole car was to do. With it sliding here just a little bit. So putting all the little lines, all the little brackets on, every little bolt. We haven't put the control arms, nothing on yet, but we don't need that to start it. Everything in. It's a whole mass of stuff, and it's a huge pain in the butt. But the hardest thing on the whole car to put in was actually the power steering lines. You probably can't even see them up there. Probably can't even see them. Power steering lines are out there. They're hard lines. It reminds me of working on Chevys back in the day. And they use hard transmission lines, hard power steering lines. Except those had really junk bolts that are almost impossible to get started without cross-thread them. This, I just couldn't get to start at all. And there's not much give up there. You know, it's pretty solid line. It does have a little bit of rubber, but it's up here pretty far. It's all the way to the front of the car. And yeah, a real pain in the butt. So that's the hardest part of the whole job. Now I'm gonna go and let this thing down, and we're going to, for one, not forget to put the engine mount bolts back in it. We got one on each side to put in it. Put some oil in it. Put a couple nuts on the pulley. Kind of get everything out of the way. We got all the belts out on the table here, so those won't be in the way. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so everything's back together. We don't have the mass airflows on, or the air boxes, but I think we should be able to just start up and make sure everything's good. I did change the oil, or put more oil in, put a man filter on it, so OEM filter, everything fit good and worked good. We use this Mo tool 8100 X-Power 10W60. His jugs are kind of funky. I never used this brand before. The jugs are kind of funky, don't pour very good, but it is what it is. But 2 of those in for a total of 10 quarts. This car takes like 9.8 or something, or 9.68 quarts. So 10 quarts is more than fine. The belts are not on it, so it's not gonna pump water. We did stick the hoses back on. I got to tend to this sensor. It's getting a little seepage around it that goes in that radiator hose. The secondary air pump hose is not on there either, so you might hear some noise coming out of this guy. No big deal if it does. Let me flip you around here just a little bit. So let me stick the battery on there. We'll fire it up, and hopefully it doesn't explode on itself. Hopefully. We're definitely about to see. I think everything on top was fine. Got all the airbox crap in the trunk. Okay. I don't know what the keys are for this thing. Right here. One last look over. Like I said, there's no coolant in it at the minute. We got the belts off. Put oil in it. Nothing leaking. The drain plug is tight. Everything should be good. So let's see what the situation is. Cross your fingers, because if it don't go well, it's gonna go a whole bunch not well. Gotta tighten the old battery post up a little bit. Easy enough to do. Maybe. Oh my God. Let me see, if I was a 1/4 inch drive 10 mil, I would be right here. Be right here underneath everything. So let's go ahead and give her a little tighten. It's gonna be a little hard to hear though, that secondary air pump. Making the noises that makes when it's not hooked up. Can't run it but just a few minutes. There's no coolant. So let's see. Make sure everything's clear. That crank pulley, one last look over. Everything is totally clear. Okay. Everything actually sounds really good. I can't hear that secondary air pump screaming because it's not hooked up, or the hose isn't hooked up to anything. Nothing's leaking coming out of it. A little dribble there where I spilled putting it in. It actually sounds very good. No knocking, no horrific sound, no major drama. So where I'm at with this idler pulley is totally junk. I have another one on the shelf that's pretty dang good because it sent me the wrong one. They sent me brake pads instead of a new idler pulley. I just got that a couple days ago. So I almost hate to put the belts back on this thing for the time being because, you know, we're not gonna have a pulley in for a while. I can't even get a hold of the company to even write me back. So we'll have to look at all that. So I guess what we're gonna do after this video is posted, we're gonna go ahead and we have all the new front control arms, all the new rear control arms. We're gonna go ahead and start getting these struts swapped out in the next video and all the brakes put on, try to get the rear all the way done. We'll go to the front and do all the front stuff. That strut has some oil on it on the front, but the thing about it is I can't quite tell if it's from that because it's only in the lower part of it, or if it's from something spraying up on there. Once we get the coil spring off of it, we'll be able to tell. So we might have to order one front strut, worst case scenario, before we could do that, but we're getting close. The rod bearing situation is done. You know, some little piddly crap to deal with, and we'll probably need to take this radiator out and blow it out with a leaf blower because it's full of junk. But we'll see. So there it is. M5 is up and running. Thank God. Finally, in case you missed it. Not very good. Bearings weren't too bad. That's gonna be it, guys, for today. I'm ready for a shower after that. Freaking tired. We got her done. Thanks for watching.